Hello my friends, today I'm sharing my 51st process video and number 3 of 10 for my Work It Wednesday challenge. For today's layout, I'm scrapbooking a photo of my two boys. This is just them riding their bikes. We had gone out to a park and they were riding their bikes that day, and it was just a nice relaxing day, so I really wanted to scrapbook that photo. And really I was inspired by the little bike that comes in this collection. There's a little bike, and one of the pieces in the ephemera pack is the little bike, so I'm going to use that. And again, I'm taking all products from my kit, the kit that I created. That teal frame that you see there is from the last layout I made. I used the center in the last layout, so I'm using the frame or the outer edge on this layout. I'm beginning by folding these two pieces of paper like you saw down the kind of at an angle. I guess I don't know how to explain that, but I did cut them to just keep half of it, and then I am trimming off just a piece of each side so that I can have that border behind it, the blue border. So I'm going to just adhere these two down with a piece of washi tape, just to kind of create my background paper, which is going to be both of these sides. So that's what I'm doing right now, and there you go. So I'm going to flip it over though. The yellow is going to be flipped over, so you'll see that in just a minute. And just adhering that down to my frame, and it just takes me a minute to get it because it wasn't coming out straight, and I had to take it off. And that teal border is such thin paper that it goes all bends and gets all ugly, but it's okay. You can't see it in the end, you just see the border, so it's okay. And then I finally got it straight like I wanted it. So just trimming down my photo, and I'm just going to trim the top and bottom. This is a 4x6 photo, although when I put it in the printer, it did come out a little bit smaller, the photo itself. So and now all I'm doing is just working on my layers. So I'm just taking some papers from the 6x6 paper pad, and I'm just starting to layer, and I'm going to do a bunch of layers on this, just some fun layers. So I'm going to cut into that paper, but I'm just looking at the back because I didn't want to cut into all of the little sentiments on the back, because I didn't want to ruin all of them. Even though each they bring two of each paper, but I didn't want to ruin all of them, so that's why I went ahead and just kind of was careful where I cut. And then I'm taking this paper, which has the diagonal lines, and I'm going to cut them like that on an angle so you can see them behind the photo. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this heart, but I don't end up using it. So then I'm using that floral behind the yellow. And again, I'm just creating a bunch of layers. And then when I'm happy with what it looks like, I just adhere it down, and then I keep going, and so on and so forth until I have all my layers. And then you're going to see when I'm done, when I actually flip it over and I'm going to actually adhere it, you're going to see behind the whole mess of layers of little pieces of paper that I have, which is okay with me because I like how it turned out. I was really happy with how this layout turned out, and it was it was fairly quick. It didn't take me all that long to create, so it was nice to get it done quickly and for it to look cute. So I'm just taking from that from the 6x6 paper pad, that little cut apart sheet, and I'm just cutting out a few of the little tiny squares, and I cut out 4 of them, and I do end up using all of them. Not there, but I do end up using all of them. So there I go, taking another piece of paper and just using up all the little scraps that I have here and there, because I don't like to waste it. And then the little bike comes with a little basket in the front with flowers, and I just cut it off because it really wasn't gonna go. They're boys, so they really wouldn't have a flower basket on their bikes. So yeah, so I take out some of these little embellishments, and some I use, some I don't. So you're gonna just kind of see me fuss around with embellishments. The bike, I knew I wanted to pop it up because I just love that little bike. It's so cute. I just love it. And then I'm cutting pieces of that the pop dot paper, not paper, but the case, I guess. And I'm just cutting it into pieces and placing it around the little tires so that it can all be dimensional. And then that's the bike, and I love that bike. It's so cute. It's gold and black and absolutely adorable. And then I was going to place that washi tape there, but it just wasn't working. It was not straight, and I just wasn't happy with it. And I will place some washi, but a little later. And then I'm playing around with the banners. I want to add these banners because, again, they're in my kit that I created, and I want to use them. So I thought about using those two blue banners on the top and the bottom, but in the end I like that black one better. And then I will take a piece of that blue one and I will add that underneath my photo, which is what you're going to see me do now. So I did remove my bike, and then I'm going to go ahead and just cut that one down to about half and place it under my photo. And then there I go with the washi tape again. So I went ahead and did that, and then I'm going to adhere it down just with my ATG. And then now I'm ready, I think, to glue down all of my layers, because I realized I hadn't even glued them down, so I'm going to be gluing them down very soon. And I'm just looking through all the embellishments to see what I can use and what matches, and I added that little chipboard piece. This is all from the Hello Sunshine chipboard pack from Pink Paisley. So I'm just taking bits and pieces from there. That little word or speech bubble up there in black. I take that little arrow and I place it down there, and just again looking through things and trying to see what I can use up. So I think here's when I realized, yeah, I have to adhere. So you see all those bits of papers here and there in the back. So I'm going to adhere everything down because I like how it looks, and then I can start doing some embellishing and just get everything down. So I'm going to attach my banner with my tiny attacher, but then I attached it a bit off center, like it wasn't going all the way to the end, and then the other one was kind of poking out, so it was bothering me. So I'm just taking off the staples with my tweezers, and I will go ahead and staple it down again, but this time I will make sure it's centered because sometimes little things like that don't bug me, but sometimes they do, so what can I say. So then I'm taking these little hearts. These are from the ephemera pack, and I'm adhering them down, but I will actually take them off and pop them up in just a minute. After I adhere them, I realize I want to pop them up, so here I go. I'm popping them up, and then it's 3 hearts from the ephemera pack from the I Am collection, and then one of those is a little chipboard piece from the Pink Paisley Hello Sunshine collection. So that's what I'm doing. And the 2 papers in the background that I use, those are not from the I Am collection. If you watch my Work It Wednesday video, they are from, one of them is from the Dear Lizzie Neapolitan, the other one is from a crepe paper paper pad. So, they have nothing to do with this particular collection, the I Am collection, which is, what I'm kind of focusing on with this challenge, but they do go really well. So, it's just kind of shows you, you don't have to use whole collections. So I'm trying to get a yellow that is similar to the yellow of my paper in the background. So I mixed some of the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in mustard, and that yellow, which is Lindy Stamp Gang, is the Bonjour Butter. And then I had made it too light, so I am adding some more of the Heidi Swapp mustard. And then I get that yellow color that matches the paper. And then it looks a bit bright or brighter, but it will dry a little bit lighter, just a tad, but it was a lot closer to the color. So then I'm taking some of these are Heidi Swapp. These are the mistable arrows and hearts from Heidi Swapp, so I'm going to dip those in the mist as well. Or you could spray them, either way it's going to work the same. but in this case I didn't want to make a big mess spraying it, so and I wanted to mix up the color to get you know, the color, because I thought the mustard alone would just be too bright of a yellow. So that's why I wanted to mix it up a little bit, but I did end up using mainly the mustard, so it all worked out in the end. And then I made just with those little mistable fabric shapes, I just made like a little road for my bike to be on. So that's what I did there. And then just taking some more bits and pieces, I take that big arrow and I'm again dipping that in the mist and just slowing things down a bit because that paper was coming up. And then I'm trying to think, what am I going to do on the top? Do I want to add anything? Do I just want to let it be with that banner up there? So in the end you'll see what I do, but yeah, for the most part I leave it pretty simple. And just cleaning up a bit because I have a big old mess. And then I'm trying to figure out where I want that heart to go. And I tried to pull that little arrow up, but it came off of the, you know, the actual chipboard came off of the sticky back, so I had to glue it down. And then I take that little banner die cut and I just place it up there. And then I'm going to get another little banner die cut and place it next to it. And these little three I decide to stick down there just to add some more interest down there. And then that little globe one I stick over there next to the heart. So I take that little banner and I place that there. And I was thinking that would maybe be my title, those two little banners put together, because those two read "On a Journey, Enjoying the Ride," is what those two little banners read. But I decided to add a title, so I came back to it and I am going to add a title. I went through my little thickers book and I took these October Afternoon Daily Flash yellow letters, which I'm going to place on my photo, and then these little Kaisercraft tiny alphas, which I will use to write up there over the banner. And I write, at first I put the afternoon on that side, and then on the smaller side of the banner on the left I write fun. But I then decide to, you know, just put it all together on that right side of the banner. The only thing I don't do on camera, and you won't even see it in the still shots because I decided that afterwards, right before the fun, which you'll see me change it up in just a minute, but right before the fun I put an A, so it can be a fun afternoon. I guess my letters were just a bit off to the right, so I thought by adding the A beside, you know, beside the fun, it would fill it in a bit more and it would look good. So that's the only thing I did off camera, and I didn't even, I took the pictures before I did it. So at first I thought I was going to put these Daily Flash letters down there, but they were kind of getting lost in that gray background. So I stopped and I was deciding whether I wanted them there or not. So I started moving these Kaisercraft alphas, and this is where I'm moving the fun over to the right side with the afternoon. And again, I add an A before the fun, but you don't see me do that on camera because you see it's kind of off to the right, so the A kind of fills it in a little bit more up there. So now I'm looking at it, and I believe I'm going to move my letters now, my little Daily Flash letters, and I love those. I don't use those enough. They're so cute, and I did put them on some wax paper just because I didn't want to stick them down on the photo and then have them be, you know, not like it. So I put them on there and they fit just perfectly, and I was very happy with that. So that's it. So that's my completed layout. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I hope you enjoyed watching this little series of mine. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys very soon for another video. Bye bye.